Good morning. Today we will be dealing with an electromechanical overcurrent relay. It has a rotating disc and it has two settings. One is the time setting, we call the time multiplier setting. So its time setting it ranges from zero point 0.1, zero point 0.2 up to 1. So it is from zero point 0.1 to 1. So likewise we can change it like 0.4, 0.5, 0.7. So for our particular requirement we are keeping it at 0.1. And we have another setting which is the current setting, and it has range from 2.5 ampere to 10 ampere. So it has a plug, and that plug we can remove and we can keep it at the required current setting 2.5 ampere or 5 ampere or whichever we require. So for in this particular requirement we are keeping it as 2.5 ampere. Okay, and this is the current injection unit, Sekova current injection unit. So this is the full setup, and we know that a 1-ton volt DC is required for the relay to operate. So this will be showing the 1-ton volt DC. So initially what we need to do is we need to give a supply of 1-ton volt. That can be done by varying that particular knob. That is the voltage varying knob. So initially we'll switch on the supply, so that indication we can see there, and that is actually the timer. So we are adjusting the voltage knob. Before adjusting you should switch on the terminal, and now we are adjusting the voltage varying knob. Now we can see that the DC voltage value is increasing slowly, and now we keep it at 1-ton volt. Remember, it is 1-ton volt DC. So we will switch on the terminal and we set 1-ton volt, and then we switch it off. So after setting 1-ton volt we will switch it off. So now we will move on to the interconnection. So here it is the interfacing terminal block. It is actually used for connection of the current injection unit with the overcurrent relay. So like if we are giving DC supply from current injection unit, so if you give on to, then the same current will go to the relay also. So its main parts, like it has a DC terminal, trip terminal, current terminal, that is the upper part. So similarly the below part also it has the DC terminal, trip and current. So the upper part it is from the current upper part is of the current injection unit. Sorry, the upper part is of the relay and the lower part is of the current injection unit. So here what we do, the DC terminal of the relay as well as the DC terminal of the current injection unit, they are shorted. Then the trip terminal of the relay is shorted with the trip terminal of the current injection unit. And then for the current terminal, one terminal will be connected to the common and other will be connected to a suitable current range. Like we have it here, 25 ampere, 50 ampere, 100 ampere. Yeah, so according to the requirement we will connect. That we will see, like according to what time setting we are giving and current setting we are keeping, we will determine. Okay, so initially we are keeping, we set the current setting at 2.5 ampere. So we will try to inject 10 times. So 10 times the IS, that is 2.5 into 10 ampere. So it is 25 ampere. So we set a value of 50 ampere. And this is the clamp meter to measure the current. So we are measuring like 25 ampere only, but still we keep a range that now initially it will be in on position. We will switch on and keep the range to 400 ampere. And what we do is like we have the current terminal short, one connected to the common and one connected to the suitable current range. So any one wire, that is the red wire here, any one wire we will clamp it. Clamping means we will keep it like this. So that means we will be measuring the current for flowing through that current, flowing through that wire. So we have kept the range as 400 ampere range. So we'll keep it there. So now the next process is setting of the current. So now we have finished setting of the current in the relay. Now we need to set the current in the current injection unit. For that, initially we will switch on the supply. We can see that there is a reading coming in the timer. So that will actually show how much time the relay will take for trip when we inject a particular amount of current. Okay, so that is the DC supply. So that is, timer will show the time taken for the relay to trip, and the relay usually work from 60 to 1 ton volt DC. So here we are setting 1 ton volt DC. Okay, and that is actually the current varying knob, and that as I told, it shows the timer. So at what time the current will be, at what time the relay will be tripping. You can see initially it is at 00. Okay, and those are the current injecting knobs there. You see green buttons over there. They are the current injecting knobs, and this is the 1 ton volt DC we have set. Okay, so now we are switching on the 1 ton volt DC. Okay, you see 1 ton volt DC is switched on, and now there are the current injecting knobs. So we have the green button over there, which is the current injecting knob. When it pressed, the timer becomes on. You see, we have pressed that and the timer is becoming on. Okay. We can see that at this particular point, the DC voltage is at 0. That is the DC voltage terminal is kept off, and now we have kept off the timer also. So now we will do the current injection. We will check once again. It is 2.5 ampere setting, and the TMS value it is 0.1. Current setting is 2.5 ampere, TMS is 0.1, and we are trying to inject 10 times of IS. Okay. So this is the clamp meter where we will be getting the current value. Current value passing through that red wire. That is the 1 ton volt DC, and those are the knobs, and we have the current varying knob there, as well as the current injecting knob is there, and the voltage varying knob also is there. Okay. So this process that we are doing now is this. So now here our next process is to set the current. Okay, before setting the current, the DC voltage and timer, everything should be switched off, and now we are trying to set the current. The current that is to be injected needs to be set before. So we are injecting the current now. You can see the value in the clamp meter. It will be slowly increasing as we vary the current. You can see how it is increasing. Okay, yeah, the process of varying the current is going on. The current varying knob as well as the current injecting button we need to do. You can see that how we are setting the current value. Okay, so now it's almost 5 ampere. Okay, you see, it's almost 5 ampere now. Because the first case we are injecting 2 times of IS, that is 2.5 into 2. We need 5 ampere. So now everything is set. Now we just need to press the button and inject. But initially we keep the voltage off, because when we inject the current, because of the voltage is on, the relay will get tripped instantaneously. So when we inject the current, if the voltage is on, the relay will get tripped instantaneously. In order to avoid that, we keep the voltage off initially. So now we have injected the current. You can see at 1.19 second, the relay is getting tripped. Okay, so So we put on the 110 volt supply. After that, we switch on the timer and we inject that 5 ampere we already have set, and we will get the timers 1.19 second. You see. Once again, we will do. Just listen carefully. Now we are injecting the current. You see, the button is pressed. Current is injected, and this is, see, the relay will be tripping. It is rotating and it will be tripping. Yes. Now we will go for another value of TMS. Now we will take it as 0.5 TMS. So you remember, time multiplier setting is now 0.5. That means 5 times before. So the time taken should be almost 5 times. That's how we should understand that. So same process we will do. Timer is on. The 110 volt supply is also on now. So the same process we are repeating for 0.5 time multiplier setting value. Okay. You can see that when we pressed it, the current is almost 5.76. Almost 5 times. And you see here the relay is rotating, the disc is rotating, and it will be getting tripped. Yes? You see what is happening exactly, right? See? Closely it will be moving, and when it touched, it will get tripped. So the relay is getting tripped. And the time was 5.76 seconds. So now we will take 10 times TMS. That is 10 times. So the value that it should get tripped should be 10 times of the initial value. So 110 volt is set, timer is set, and then the button is pressed, the current is getting injected. You see, it is 11.34 second. Almost 10 times of the initial value. So this is the diagram of the Sekova current injection unit. You see the same diagram we have seen physically. This is the circuit diagram.